I'm Bridget Condon with NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network. The Russell Wilson era has officially begun in Denver as the Broncos began their offseason program with their new quarterback. And Wilson's mere presence has already made an impact on the team, according to Broncos receiver Courtland Sutton.
You all can feel it. I mean, we all can feel it. The juice is just, it's different. You know, knowing that we have a guy that has been at the top of that mountain before, has won the Super Bowl before, is understanding that, you know, we have to operate at a different level. We're operating at a different standard.
The Panthers are still looking for their franchise quarterback, and they may be turning to their 6th overall pick in the draft to find him. Carolina hosted 3 top quarterback prospects Tuesday in Liberty's Matt Corral of Ole Miss, and Cincinnati's Desmond Ridder. Notre Dame safety Kyle Hamilton also getting some looks. He has a meeting later this week with Detroit. Network scouting expert Daniel Jeremiah ranks Hamilton the 4th best prospect in the entire draft. This has been NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
You're the one who protects the flock, and that requires intel. Because when safety and well-being are on the line, it's the details that can save lives. Even when no one else is watching, you see everything. Grainger gets you, and we're here for you, and all the ones who get it done with a wide range of safety products and solutions, plus board-certified safety consultants here to answer your questions. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
If your office is reopening, Staples has you covered.
Back to the office, back to in-person meetings.
Staples has you covered.
In the office one day, home the next. I need to be able to work from anywhere.
Staples has you covered with everything you need for everywhere you work. Right now, save $15 when you spend $75 on select items. Everything you need, office, home, anywhere. Staples, the working and learning store. Store 16, in-store only. Coupon required, 1 per customer. See store or staplesconnect.com for exclusions and details.
We are the Imperial Valleys, AM 1230, KXOL, Central California. Last I checked, we made it to Wednesday, the 13th day of April. Dreaded Wednesday the 13th. Oh, boy. It's 2022, if you're keeping track of that as well. Good morning, Gene.
Good morning. Oh, one of those wannabe the 13th. Right?
Yeah. Yeah, it's
almost
Wednesday the 13th. I guess it doesn't have the same connotations that a Friday the 13th
doesn't have that ring to it.
Yeah. Well, I think next month we have a Friday the 13th.
Well, surprises.
Yeah, I'd look ahead and I'm looking behind.
Yeah. It's hard enough to deal with the present, much less the future.
Yes. We will keep checking on that, though. Well, a famous music couple is going their separate ways after nearly 30 years. TMZ reports Tish Cyrus filed for divorce from Billy Ray Cyrus in Tennessee last week. The two have 5 kids together, including Miley and son Noah. It's unclear who will get custody of Billy Ray's mullet. The attorneys will fight over that one.
Yeah, it's a collector's piece.
Yes. Well, coming up later this morning, we're going to have a visit with the skipper.
The skipper of NAFL Central?
Yes, Captain Perkins and his trusty minion will be here.
Minion, no less. Okay.
Yes. Doesn't Chris look like a minion?
Well, I don't know what you look like this morning.
He looks like a civilian to me.
Yeah. He's civilized, that's for sure.
Yes. Housebroken.
Yes.
Okay. How about some birthdays today?
That sounds like a great idea. Birthdays.
Okay. Actor Edward Fox is 85. Actor Paul Sorvino, 83. Singer Lester Chambers, he's with the Chambers Brothers. He's 82. Composer Bill Conti, among other things. He did the Rocky theme. He's 80. Musician Jack Cassidy of Jefferson Airplane is 78. Oh, boy. Actor Tony Dow from Leave It to Beaver, is 77.
77. Wow.
Yeah, musician Al Green, 76. Actor Ron Perlman, 72. Actor William Sadler is 72. Peebo Bryson, 71. Max Weinberg of the E Street Band, 71. Jimmy Destry of Blondie is 68. Comedian Gary Kroger, 65. Actor Sandra Santiago is 65. Actor Paige Hanna is 58 rather. Yeah, boy, I'd get slapped for that one. Woo. And the actor Ricky Schroeder is 52. Actor Bokeem Woodbine is 49. Actor Glenn Howerton is 46. Actor Kyle Howard, 44. Actor Kelly Giddish is 42. Actor Courtney Peldon is 41. Actor Allison Williams, 34. And actor Hannah Marks is 28. Lord, a bunch. We have happy birthday wishes going out today to Angelica Heisel, Ashley Mendoza, Camilo Gonzalez, Henry Prue, Vanessa Walls, Vicky Cedeno, Jesse Lewis, Elisa Loshek, Emily Damara, Destiny Davila, Hilda Carrera, Diana Torres, Julie Vasquez Barrera, Emily Jackson, Candace Hall, Jackie Ramos, Hector Mercado, Mark Larson, Martha Vindiola, Sylvia Kaiser, and Michael Anderson. Happy birthday from KXO. You know, we should mention, we do celebrate birthdays. There's no prize associated with it, but if you have a birthday you want us to mention, let us know. And the best way is to email us at kxoamfm@kxoradio.com, just so you know.
And if you have a birthday you don't want us to mention, well, you can call us and let us know about that, too.
Sure, yes. You can trust
the
us.
Dreaded the 30th or the 40th or the 90th.
Whatever. Anyway, a $50 million defamation lawsuit brought by Johnny Depp against his former wife, Amber Heard, began in a Virginia court earlier this week. Now, you remember Johnny, don't you? He used to be an actor.
Yeah. How can you forget?
You try. I swear he plays the same character
over and over again. That's job security for you,
I suppose. And for some reason, people keep hiring
him.
Yeah. Anyway, so anything else exciting going on?
Well, we definitely got some news this morning. They're going to do a cleanup for El Centro. So we'll have some new numbers on COVID and a burglary. A very unusual structured burglary, I guess. Anyway, you'll be surprised.
Yes. Okay, well then, I suppose that means we're ready for some news.
We're ready for news.
Okay, a look at World and California news headlines right now, brought to you by Lock Air Conditioning. They are your year-round comfort specialist. For sales, for service, the experts, Lock Conditioning, and custom sheet metal.
CBS News special report. We're learning more now about 62-year-old Frank R. James. Police have named him the suspect in yesterday's subway shooting attack in New York.
They believe he rented the U-Haul truck found yesterday after its keys were discovered at the scene at the Brooklyn subway station where the attack happened. Also, a video apparently posted by James on Monday showing him talking about killing people and wanting to watch people die.
CBS's Mola Lenge at that Brooklyn subway station where the attack occurred. Many New Yorkers like this woman understandably concerned about getting back on the subway this morning.
I don't know if I can be okay at work leaving my kids right now. They didn't catch him yet, so I don't know what could be his next step.
At least 23 people were injured in yesterday's attack. 10 suffered gunshot wounds. No one was killed. CBS News special report. I'm Linda Kenyon.
Become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer and get special pricing on cooling and heating tune-ups all year long. Call today. a lock conditioning VIP customer at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock VIPs receive discounted service and maintenance and repairs and priority service with prompt service. Lock Air Conditioning is your local York dealer, but they repair it all. So when the need arises, don't hesitate to call Lock Air Conditioning at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock, the only name in air conditioning for over 40 years. York, install with confidence. Contractor's license number 696216.
California headline news: in Victorville, a gunshot wounds a 9-year-old girl who was with her mother to have her picture taken with her bunny. Shoppers is running for safety.
I just seen everybody running, and then everybody stopped, right? It was just like dead silence, and then everybody was coming to run, and I was like, what the? So I grabbed all my stuff.
The girl is being treated and will be okay. No one will be taken into custody. Police not sure if this was a random act of violence or if it was a shot intended for someone else. Sherry Papini, the Reading woman who claims she was kidnapped 5 years ago by a pair of Mexican women, entering into a plea process in which she admits it was all a hoax. Her ex-boyfriend saying he's not surprised.
I remember pointing it out to my brother and just saying, there's no way. There's no way that she's missing. She is perfectly fine. I guarantee it.
Papini apologizing, saying the guilt she feels is something that will last the rest of her life. Dry and cool across the state with another storm system moving through the northern portion of the state tomorrow. Jeff Scott, California News.
World in California News headlines brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning. For all your air conditioning and call Lock Air Conditioning today.
What's for dinner? Burgers?
After last week, no thanks.
Avoiding foods due to fear of diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose, oily stools? It may not be just stomach issues. It could be EPI, or exocrine pancreatic insufficiency. EPI can cause uncomfortable symptoms because it's a condition where the pancreas doesn't release enough digestive enzymes to break down food. But EPI can be managed. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and talk to your doctor about your symptoms. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
Where are those receipts? Tax day is nearly here. I held on to those. And Chanel is stressing. Why do I always wait till the last minute? Her small business needs a bookkeeper to crunch some big numbers.
All these spreadsheets make my head spin. None of this adds up.
Indeed can help her hire great people fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. Our hiring platform instantly connects you with quality candidates whose resumes on Indeed match your job description. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
It's page one of the local news. On a service of Central Motors, Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers, 3 locations in the valley to serve you at El Centro Motors, in the Brawley Auto Center, Highway 86 and Julia Drive, and now at the Imperial Valley Mall.
Taking a look at the latest in local news for a Wednesday morning, new COVID numbers were released yesterday. Here's more on this story.
The numbers are for Imperial County. They were released by the County Public Health Department. According to the new numbers, there are currently 50 active cases of COVID-19 in Imperial County, from 71 reported last week. Most all other numbers related to the pandemic are unchanged from the week ago numbers. Vaccination rate in Imperial County is at 95%. For Kxo Local News, I'm George Gale.
An El Centro resident interrupted burglary in progress. Received a report of a burglary in progress at 2:39 in the morning yesterday. Man said that there was someone in the bedroom of his house in the 2000 block of South 3rd Street. The suspect was described as a man 5 foot 10 inches tall, about 30, wearing beige-colored shorts, no shirts, and carrying a hammer. The resident took the hammer from the suspect, who then left and was last walking away from the house. According to police, the suspect got away with a .22 caliber rifle, white gold chain, and a small safe with vehicle keys and miscellaneous documents. The hammer was booked as evidence. Value of the loss was estimated at over $3,000. KXO News Time 72.
Quick Lane Tire Centers are here for you. Lube, oil, and filter change, alignments, brakes, batteries, tune-ups, and so much more. Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. They service all makes and all models, and you never appointment. And now, Quick Lane has 3 locations in the valley: in the Brawley Auto Center, Highway 86 and Julia Drive, at El Centro Motors, and now at the Imperial Valley Mall. Quick Lane, ready to serve.
A structure fire in Desert Shores. George Gale filed this story.
It was reported at 6:40 Tuesday. Fire went to a third alarm soon after County Fire arrived at the scene. 2 buildings in the 3000 block of Scott Road were burning. The county department and departments from NAF, Hoteville, Calipatria, El Centro, Westmoreland, and the 2 and Centinela all responded. County Fire Chief Estrada said the fire was contained within an hour, and by 8 a.m., crews were mopping up. There was considerable structural damage, but no injuries were reported. The cause of the fire is under investigation. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
A drive-through food distribution will be held at Imperial Valley College today. From 11 a.m. till 1 p.m., the distribution is open to the community. That concludes this edition of Local News. Page 2 coming up.
Page 1 of the local news, a service of Metro Motors Quick Lane. You'll find Quick Lanes in Brawley, at El Centro Motors, and now at the Imperial Valley Mall. Quick Lane, they service all make homes and every appointment.
Golden State Extracts, CBD, is the first fully licensed GMP certified hemp processor in California making CBD. Everything is done right here in the Imperial Valley, from growing to processing and manufacturing. Our products derived from hemp are a natural form of pain relief to help you with your aches and pains, help you sleep better, and lower your stress with our specially formulated tinctures, pain creams, and gummies. Best of all, you can visit Golden State Extracts CBD Imperial location, 520 West Ayton Road. For more information and benefits of CBD, visit them on the web at goldenstateextracts.com or call 760-355-9134. That's 355-9134.
Page 2 of the local news and weather, brought to you by the Town Pump in Westmoreland, Imperial Valley's fine dining experience, and by Brownie's Diner in Brawley, open every day, 7 a.m. till 3 p.m.
Continuing with more local news this morning, a community cleanup is scheduled for this weekend. George Gale explains.
It is for the city of El Centro. It is this Saturday. It'll be held from 8 a.m. until 12 noon at the CR 599 East Main Street in El Centro. Items that may be dropped off include furniture such as sofas, beds, couches, tables, yard waste, large appliances, and televisions. The event is for El Centro residents only, and you must show proof of residency. Contact CR&R for more information. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
Sheriff Ray Luetta was inducted into the Hall of Fame last week. It was at the Imperial Valley College Foundation's 2022 Hall of Fame dinner. The sole inductee this year was Sheriff Ray Luetta. He became the 38th person inducted into the Foundation's Hall of Fame. After a 47-year career in law enforcement, the sheriff decided not to run for re-election this year. The foundation said the induction was a way to thank Luetta for his years of service and dedication to the community. CoLab is set to host a bunch of candidate forums. Here's more on the story.
The forum for AD and county supervisor candidates will appear on the June 7th ballot. Coalition of Labor, Agriculture, and Business of Imperial County says the forums are to allow the voters to cast an educated vote in the elections. The first candidates forum will be held April 18th and will feature the candidates running for IID Director Division 1. It will be held at the Conant Auditorium to 7 p.m. On April 20th, the forum of IID candidates for Division 3. It will be held also at Condon Auditorium in El Centro from 6 to 7:30 p.m. On April 26th, the forum will be for candidates running for county supervisor in District 1. It will be held at the Kxo City Hall from 6 to 7:15 p.m. On April 27th. Forum will feature candidates running for county supervisor District 5. It will be held in the Holtville City Hall from 6 to 7:15 p.m. All the forums will be live streamed on CoLab's Facebook page, and they will be recorded and posted on the CoLab website. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
We'll be back with a look at the weather.
When you're ready for great home-style cooking, there are 2 locations for the best in the Imperial Valley. Brownie's Diner, 990 Main Street in Brawley. Open 7 days a week, 7 a.m. to 3 p.m., featuring delicious breakfast and lunch entrees, including menudo, liver and onions, and meatloaf. The Town Pump in Westmoreland, choose Saturday, specializing in delicious prime ribs, steaks, chicken, salmon, and lobster. So for a dining experience, visit Brownie's Diner, 990 Main Street in Brawley, and the Town Pump in Westmoreland.
Here's Carroll Buckley with the weather update.
According to the National Weather Service, high pressure will build into the region the remainder of the week, resulting in widespread dry weather and gradually warming temperatures. Readings slightly below normal today will increase quickly through the rest of the week, topping 90 degrees starting Saturday. Eventually, by early next week, afternoon highs will push to around 10 degrees above normal, with many locations reaching into the mid to possibly upper 90s. 74 the high yesterday, 46 our overnight low. Sunny today with a high near 78. South wind about 5 miles an hour, becoming calm. Tonight mostly clear with a low around 51. Variable wind becoming west 5 to 10 miles an hour. Winds as high as 20 miles an hour. Thursday will be sunny with a high near 86. Light east-southeast wind becoming south 5 to 10 miles an hour in the afternoon. And we have 55 degrees downtown El Centro, 33% relative humidity. The wind is calm. That's it for page 2 of the local news and the weather, brought to you by Brownie's Diner in Brawley, open every day, and by the Town Pump in Westmoreland, open Tuesday through Saturday at 4:30.
If you think figuring out your taxes last year was confusing, wait until this year. To help you figure it out, KXO AM 1230 and the CBS Radio Network presents Tax Tips 2022. Listen throughout the day for these timely tips to help you get your taxes done. You George Mark, Imperial County District Attorney, and by H&R Block with offices throughout the valley.
It's sports time, brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Care District, an affiliate of the Scripps Health Network, working together to provide you the best care. On the NBA scoreboard, the Nets beat the Cavs 115-108. It's the NBA play-in tournament. Timberwolves topped the Clippers 109-104. Today, well, it's the Hornets and the Hawks and the Spurs and the Pelicans. The real playoffs begin Saturday. Yeah, some teams got to play in. Major League Baseball, the Giants pounded the Padres 13-2. Yeah, it was a tough night for the Pods. Angels slipped by the Marlins 4-3. Red Sox topped the Tigers 5-3. Guardians beat the Reds 10-5. White Sox slipped by the Mariners 3-2. Cubs nipped the Pirates 2-1. The Rays went 10 innings before they beat the Athletics 9-8. Mets blanked the Phillies 2-0. Brewers edged the Orioles 5-4. Yankees shut out the Blue Jays 4-0. The Braves beat up on the Nationals 16-4. Dodgers topped the Twins 7-2. Cardinals edged the Royals 6-5. Rockies over the Rangers 4-1. And the Astros they dumped the Diamondbacks 2-1.
Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, ready to serve you and for all your healthcare needs. Let our team of dedicated physicians guide you on your journey to better health. Pioneers is a recognized leader in healthcare and has more than 10 health centers and clinics throughout the Imperial Valley. When the need arises, don't hesitate to come and see us. We have services and locations in Calexico and Brawley and a hospital, Pioneers Memorial. For more information on all of Pioneer's services, visit pmhd.org today.
And Elisa Nacken was hard at work and caged just a few steps from the dugout when, well, she got a call. The Giants needed her to coach at first base. Yeah, Nacken made Major League history as the first woman to coach on the field in a season. She took that spot last night in the Giants' 13-2 win over the Padres. If the Giants play like that, she may be there for a long time. In other news, the Washington Commanders failed to refund security deposits, concealed revenue, and kept 2 sets of financial books, the U.S. House Oversight and Reform Committee alleged in a letter sent to the Federal Trade Commission. The 20-page letter detailed what the committee said was a multi-year process of altering records to hide revenue that led to more profits for the organization. The allegation of financial improprieties were made by a former longtime employee who met with members of the committee as part of its investigation into the team's workplace culture. And in other news, the Philadelphia Phillies, third baseman Alex Baum got a standing ovation. Well, Baum had to apologize after a profanity, vulgarity-laced rant just the other day. So, you know, all is forgiven, except in Philadelphia, where for not winning. That's it for Sports Time, brought to you this morning by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District. Log on to pmhd.org for more information about Pioneers. Thank you for choosing Imperial Printers Rocket Copy. In today's highly competitive business climate, your company's image is important. The printed materials your company uses conveys a major part of that image. Our graphic designers have the talent and expertise to create a lasting impression for your business. Imperial Printers Rocket Copy offers virtually any type of business solution to meet your needs, from business cards and stationery to computer forms, full-color brochures, and posters. Let our excellent service and attention to detail provide the best impression for you. Locally owned and operated, Imperial Printers Rocket Copy has locations near you at 430 West Main Street and 100 South 11th Street in El Centro and 184 South Plaza in Brawley. Financial news and a brief look at the weather brought to you by Southwest Security, a locally owned company protecting you and your property. They offer 24-hour-a-day post office boxes at Southwest Postal, 4th and Heil, El Centro. J.P. Morgan Chase kicked off earnings season today with some bad news. First quarter profit fell 42% from a year ago, driven lower by Russia's invasion of Ukraine, high levels of inflation, and other issues. The largest U.S. bank by assets, often viewed as a bellwether for the rest of Wall Street. Meanwhile, U.S. crude oil prices jumped 7% to $100.84 a barrel in recent trading. Brent crude, the world benchmark, gained 6.2% and is at $104.62 a barrel. The sharp gains come after oil prices fell on Monday to the lowest level since the beginning of the war in Ukraine, in part due to worries about China's COVID lockdowns hurting demand for energy. Although COVID cases in Shanghai remain high and most of that city remains in lockdown, officials began lifting lockdown measures in some neighborhoods yesterday. That demand destruction event may be coming to an end. We are taking these first baby steps, according to Robert Yager, Vice President of Energy Futures at Mizuho Securities. And right now, Dow is up 72 points at 34,292. The S&P 500, 1,411. That's up 14 points. The NASDAQ up 121 points at 13,491. Meanwhile, gold up $5.70 an ounce. You want an ounce of gold? $1,981.90. Cash. And oil up $1.68 a barrel.
Hi, this is Jason Jackson, owner of Southwest Security. I've been providing private security locally for more than 20 years and have owned Southwest Security for more than 6.5 years. I'm proud to announce that we have over 250 employees working here in Imperial and Coachella Valley. Last year, I opened Southwest Postal, offering you 24-hour access 365 days a year. P.O. Box service to you. Also located at Southwest Security at the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro. If you're in the need for security services, please call us at Southwest Security at 760-970-4500. That's 970-4500.
We'll have sunny skies today with a high near 78, south wind about 5 miles an hour, then becoming calm. Tonight, mostly clear. Look for a low around 50. Light wind of 5 to 10 miles an hour. Winds could gust as high as 20 miles an hour. Thursday, sunny with a high near 86. Light east-southeast wind becoming south 5 to 10 miles an hour in the afternoon. 57 degrees, 32% relative humidity, the wind calm. Financial news and the weather brought to you by Southwest Security Services, offering 24-hour-a-day post office boxes at Southwest 4th and Heil, El Centro.
At Burgers and Beer, we want to make your every visit a great visit. We want you to have great service. We want your taste buds to dance with happiness and your thirst to be quenched. We want you to enjoy great sports and great music. But most of all, we want you to enjoy your friends, your family, your date, your business meal, your party, your mom, your dad, and even Aunt Karen. At Burgers and Beer, we're all about you. 5 locations to serve you: El Centro, Yuma, Temecula, La Quinta, and Rancho Mirage.
The best oldies on the radio. So, the Valley's local news source.
Hour, your home for original reporting.
I'm Deborah Rodriguez. A person of interest is now a suspect in New York City subway shooting. Police made the distinction a day after 10 people were shot and at least others injured. Officials believe 62-year-old Frank James was at the scene yesterday before he got away. Reporter Sean Adams with affiliate WCBS.
Police have a window into his mind. He has posted several videos on YouTube, lengthy tirades about many issues: race, white people, the war in Ukraine, homeless people on the subways in New York City. In one video from March 20th, James says he is driving from Wisconsin to Philadelphia and he does not intend to come back.
CBS News law enforcement analyst James Gagliano.
This case is being worked off of the Joint Terrorism Task Force in New York City. And I think I can go out on a limb here and say, in very short order, maybe 24 to 48 hours, I believe he will be captured.
The presidents of Poland, Lithuania, Latvia, and Estonia traveled by train to meet with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky in Kyiv today. Each neighbor worrying next in Vladimir Putin's war. Ukraine native Bohdan Danilo, first U.S. bishop to visit cities along the border.
We need federal government basically to perhaps do more, because if that war is not contained and doesn't stop in Ukraine, it will spill into EU, and perhaps, as the history taught us, will involve our young men and women who would have to go.
Russian officials claim more than 1,000 Ukrainian troops have surrendered in Mariupol. Severe weather is still sweeping this section. Tornadoes Iowa last night. Bell County Judge David Blackburn says at least 23 people were injured in Salado when buildings were leveled, power lines torn down, and trees uprooted.
There's going to be many, many, many days of cleanup to follow this. So this is just the beginning of a long stretch.
You haven't heard the last of Partygate in the UK.
One lawmaker in Boris Johnson's Conservative Party has publicly said the Prime Minister must resign now that he's been fined for breaking his own law.
Minister in history being fined in office for breaking the law.
But Nigel Mills's voice is a lonely one, and without a
conservative lawmakers favoring his ouster, Boris Johnson, up until the next election, and maybe even after that. Vicki Barker, CBS News, London. San Francisco Giants second makes history. Baseball diamond, NBC Sports with
First man and woman has ever coached first base in a big ball game. So,
got a standing ovation at work. Dow up 65. This is CBS News.
There's always something new under the sun. CBS Mornings, weekdays on CBS.
Have you ever noticed that when the moonlight hits your floor, you can see everything, including dust?
So much dust.
And that floor dust gets kicked up into the air, compromising the quality of air you and your family breathe. Swiffer Heavy Duty Sweeper is the fast and easy on your floors, with ultra-thick pads that trap and lock dust before it gets in the air. Just a couple minutes a day,
And dust is gone.
Swiffer Heavy Duty Sweeper. Proud partner of the American Lung Association.
Gentlemen, you can easily find the best brands and fits for you within trying. Just follow these simple instructions. Step 1. Shop somewhere that does all the work for you by customizing a selection for your taste and body. Step 2. Level up your closet with the best brands and fits with little or no effort. Not trying has never looked so good. Stitch Fix. We're so you.
A Broadway tribute to the man who saw Disney movie. Carroll Rivera plays the bird on the Great White Way.
One of the main reasons this character is who he is because of what Gilbert brought to the animated film. His comedy and that voice. That voice that the New York Times once said sounded like a busted Cuisinart.
I can't believe it. I just don't believe it. We're never going to get a hold of that stupid lid. Gottfried also voiced the duck in the insurance commercials. What? Gottfried was 67, suffering from muscular dystrophy. If you can't save on the price per gallon at the gas pump, at least you can save on the PPOG, the price per original glazed, every Wednesday through May 4th. Crispy offering a dozen donuts for the average price of a gallon of regular at the start of the week. Monday was $4.11. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
And now, more of the best oldies on the radio.
I always have my music on.
With Carroll Buckley.
I can't go a day without it. 12:30.